Cheltenham Festival 2026 top trainer. Is it a foregone conclusion that Willie Mullins is going to win it again? Or is Joe Norris going to come up with a bigger price and say, no, we're taking on Willie Mullins this year? So, Joe, who do you think is going to be the top trainer for Cheltenham Festival 2026?
Ben Pauling, 100 to 1. No, I'm joking. Um, I mean, come on, Mullins wins it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to find the market for without because obviously that's where it gets a bit fun. But I just can't. I know he's heading in. It's not his best string going into Cheltenham, but he's still got some incredible horses going there. Like you can never underestimate him. Like for me, he's going to win it easy. Um, and then you're just looking in behind him, like the race for second will be fun. Henderson is in absolutely amazing form. Now, I should probably have dug into the stats for this, but I'm sure in recent years he's gone in quite bad form. I'm pretty sure 2 years ago he went in terrible form. I think he'd had one winner in his last like 40 runners or something.
Yeah.
Whereas it seems like he's really, really hit form the last couple of weeks. So I think he's going there with serious ammo. Like, you know, I think he'll have the first two winners of the festival, Old Park Star and Lalamba. And if he gets off to a start like that, then who knows? He could be the one that has a squeak against Mullins. I mean, he's 16 to 1, so it just tells you the amount of ammo that Mullins has. The fact that Henderson could win the first two races and he's still a 16 to 1 shot.
Yeah, so let me throw a different curveball in there. So if you think Henderson's going to have a few winners, right, that's a few winners more than previous years that would hopefully be taking away from Mullins' record. Has then Gordon Elliott not got a better chance in trying to beat him out, who's also in great form?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Like Elliot was the other one I was going to mention because a lot like Henderson, I always think he goes into the festival with the potential to absolutely do amazing, and it hasn't quite happened, has it, the last few years? But the stars do seem to be aligning for him. Like Jack Kennedy's obviously riding absolutely incredible at the moment. He's also hitting form. Um, so yeah, like out of the entire list, I think Elliott and Henderson are the two. Skelton's obviously going there with a good team, but I feel like Henderson and Elliott are the two that are really peaking at the right time of the season.
Dan Skelton's only 12 to 1, so obviously the bookies are scared of him and thinking he's going to have a few winners as well. So for me, like previous years, I've always been absolutely nailed on Willie Mullins wins it. It's
Yeah.
absolute foregone conclusion. Willie Mullins wins it. There's no point even doing this video. It's should be a 1 minute video. Willie Mullins wins it. Done. Simple. Let's move on. However, I don't know. I don't feel it's the same price as he has been previous years. At 1 to 7 and 1 to 8, and I don't have him as a 1 to 8 shot. Is what I'm saying. I probably eat my words, and I'm not saying that one of the others are going to turn up. I think I just don't see him as being a 1 to 8 shot.
To
Right?
be honest, I did look at that and think, oh, God, that looks short.
Yeah.
That was my first reaction was, if he was 1 to 4, 1 to 5, you'd say, oh, that's about right.
Previous years, I'd go and put five very short price favourites of Mullins, saying 4 or 5 of these are going to win. You try and name now. I'm not saying he's got an amazing kind of bank of horses that are coming over, but you try and name like 3 bankers. Like we've done our nap of the meeting. Mine's Gordon Elliott's, and yours is Lalamba.
Lalamba. Yeah.
Anderson's. Normally, previous seasons there would be a Willie Mullins horse as being the nap of the meeting. So the fact that we've not got them as being one of them shows that he's not got the strongest of chances. If he,
But I think there probably are three bankers, but we don't know them yet because they're entered in multiple races. Like if Lossie goes for the mares, she is a banker. If Fat to File goes for the Ryanair, he is a banker. But because he's entered in the Gold Cup, she's entered in the Champion Hurdle, it looks a bit murky at the moment. But I think the whole vibe of people saying he's not got the best team is because his novice hurdlers aren't as good as what they have been in recent years.
Yeah.
But if so that basically means, all right, he might not have the best day on the Tuesday. But if you look at the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he is pretty mob-handed.
Of course he is, and that he's a very short price favourite to win it. But all I'm saying is Skelton, I think, is going to have a few winners. I think he'll have
Yeah,
2 or 3 winners. I think Nicky Henderson's going to have a few winners. I think then
Elliott.
Gordon Elliott's going to have a few winners. And I think 1 or 2 of the others, like Joseph O'Brien, he normally pops up with 1, maybe 2 winners. So I just
Yeah.
think this.
All jokes aside, Ben Pauling does have a few
Yeah, he's got a
good
few.
runners.
Yeah, exactly. I think he'll have 1, maybe even 2 winners as well. So I think
Yeah.
there's more chances than ever for him, and he's not in the best of form. I wouldn't like normally he's come in from Dooley Racing Festival and he's just won nearly every race that there is there, and he's got probably first, second, and third in a lot of the races. But
Yeah.
there's just a few question marks over a few of them. That's all I'm saying. I just feel
I don't know. Looking at his form, he's had 14 winners from his last 41, which is a
since Dublin
34%
Racing
strike rate.
Festival, since Dublin Racing Festival.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's the fit. Yeah, I do agree with you though. I think that you
I
wouldn't
think
go
it's
anywhere
more I
near.
want to get him beat this year because previous
Yeah,
years have
yeah,
been like it's a foregone conclusion. He wins it. It's really simple that he wins it. But I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just
I
feel
think Elliott is probably the one you'd have to take a stab on
yeah,
because with the handicaps he can always have a few, and then he's obviously got Woodhoo, but then that will depend what Lossiemouth does. He's obviously got brighter days ahead in the Champion Hurdle. He's got a few key runners this year in big races. So
yeah,
if he can land any of them alongside the handicaps,
yeah.
he could be the one, couldn't he? That squeaks, but
I think 8 to 1's
it's
overpriced for Gordon Elliott. He's the one in an ideal
yeah,
world. What I'm wanting to do, even though I'm saying I think it's too short, I'd like to see the market without. Um,
yeah, I would too. Yeah, I mean he's 8 to 1 bet 365, but he's 6 to 1 everywhere else.
yeah. I think 8 to
So
1's a good price for Gordon Elliott.
yeah,
He's the one that I'm putting up. Who are you going to put up then? Are you going to be?
to be different, we're not talking big stakes on this.
Yeah,
I think Nicky Henderson 16 to 1 with Betway.
yeah,
If he wins the first 2 races, he's in with a chance.
yeah,
So that's who I'd put up. But I'm like you. I'd rather do this in the without Mullins market, but I can't seem to find it.
yeah. Anyone who's watching this and you're looking for other tips or want to know our nap of the meeting, check out the link in the description. We've done a few other videos for the nap of the Cheltenham Festival 2026. And we also talk about the top jockey now. The top jockey is way more open than the top trainer. The top trainer, obviously, 1 to 7, 1 to 8 shot in Mullins, probably does get it. I'm trying to find him to try to get beat because you can't go and put a tip up at a 1 to 7, 1 to 8 shot. But the top jockey, make sure you check that video out. That is a fascinating event on the betting market for Cheltenham Festival 2026.